Masked wrestlers. Masks have been a part of professional wrestling going all the way back to 1865. Hulk Hogan even spent some time as a masked wrestler, as well as Andre the Giant. But when it comes to the wrestling mask, no one can quite do it like Mexico. Lucha Libre is known for its high-flying moves and their really cool masks. In this video, I will be counting down my favorite luchador masks ever. At number 5, we have La Parka. This mask was modeled to look like a Grim Reaper. With the long black hood and skeleton outline, it does just that. The name La Parka is Spanish, which literally means the Reaper. The mask was designed by AAA co-founder Antonio Peña. Antonio always wanted a luchador that would be a skeleton, and he gave this mask to the original La Parka, Adolfo Tapia. He was the one that would bring this mask to fame as he wore it during his tenure in WCW. With Monday Night Nitro being the highest rated show on television at the time, this made La Parka a household name, and his mask easily recognizable by wrestling fans. After WCW was bought by the WWE, the original La Parka continued to wear this mask throughout smaller promotions and the indies here in the US. But when he showed up to AAA's biggest competitor wearing this mask, Antonio Peña understandably took problem with this, forcing La Parka to change his mask just slightly and now becoming known as LA Park. At number 4, we have Mystico. This mask looks amazing. It's very simple when it comes to the design. The shape of the eye slits and the contacts worn by Mystico give it a very ominous look. The original Mystico gimmick is owned by CMLL, but it is said that the original Mystico Luis Alverde designed the mask. You can see the similarity of the design to the mask he wore in the WWE when he wrestled as Sin Cara. He really enjoyed his sun rays on his mask. Mystico did return to Mexico shortly after his departure from the WWE, where he had a small stint as Caristico, once again donning a very similar mask. Upon his return to CMLL, he had incredible success as the top babyface of that company. Number 3, we have Blue Demon Jr. This mask is as simple as you can get, but probably the most iconic you can get besides the legendary El Santo himself. When you see a lot of luchador art or tattoos, the template of the mask is generally the Blue Demon mask. Blue Demon Jr. is the son of legendary luchador Blue Demon. Throughout the 70s, Blue Demon joined El Santo in a number of Mexican films. Blue Demon was a real-life superhero to the Mexican people, due to his in-ring persona as well as him battling vampires in the legs on the silver screen. I chose the Blue Demon Jr. mask over the original simply because of the more modern take on the iconic mask. Number 2, we have Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr.'s mask would not be as great as it is if not for the skull face paint that accents it. Now, the history of this mask goes back a long way to a luchador by the name of Octagon. It is very common in Lucha Libre to give a luchador that's a babyface an evil archenemy. Think Superman and Bizarro. The original Pentagon was made to be the evil version of Octagon. When the Octagon Jr. character was created for AAA, they figured why not create a rival again, since the original Octagon-Pentagon rivalry was so popular. Pentagon Jr. has gained some popularity here in the States thanks to Lucha Underground, and most notably his time in AEW. With the popularity of AEW, Pentagon Jr. has the opportunity to become one of the biggest crossover stars here in the US since Rey Mysterio. Speaking of Rey Mysterio, number 1, Rey Mysterio. This mask is easily recognizable to generations of wrestling fans. Not just in Mexico, but here in the United States as well. Thanks to his time in WCW and the WWE, where he has held multiple titles in both companies, he even won the World Heavyweight Championship and WWE Championship, along with having legendary matches with Eddie Guerrero and beating much larger wrestlers like Batista. Rey Mysterio has so many variations of his mask, it's no wonder why his name is Rey Mysterio, which means King of Mystery in Spanish. I do want to point out that the masks he wore in WCW and early WWE is his best in my opinion, and that's why he's number 1 on this list. The ones he wears currently in WWE with the mohawk, I'm not a big fan of. If you find yourself wanting to learn more about the history of the Pentagon Jr. mask, as well as that character, click on this video. And if you want to learn more about the history of La Parka, click on this video. And that is my list. Head on down to the comments and let me know what yours is. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. We'll see you all on the next one.